actually for launch sequence number 2 and so on. You do not have to release your content 5 minutes earlier. You can just specify, let's say you want to release content number 2 on April 15 at the same time 1 p.m. you can just write 1 p.m. here. Okay, so the 5 minutes earlier is only applies to the first launch sequence, and it only applies to the standard launch. Okay, standard launch or the real launch. Okay, after you have updated your settings, make sure you always click the save settings here, and also at the bottom you need to click save changes. Okay, now just to show you what I mean by the endless redirect loop. Okay, let's say that the current server time is 5:14 a.m. so let's say that I want to the release date is April 14, let's say 6 a.m. Okay, hit save settings. This means that the release date is not yet the release date for this launch sequence is 6 a.m. meaning the content is not yet available, and the current time is 5:14, and I try to view this page. Okay, this is the thank you page URL. Okay, see, it's going to just give me a endless redirect loop. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, there you go. It's going to says that this web page has a redirect loop. Okay, so make sure one more time, make sure that you specify your release date just before your scheduled launch sequence. Okay, now this thank you page URL. The thank you page URL, this one here, is the as you can see here, this is the URL for the launch content 1, which is here, launch content 1. Okay, you want to give this to your subscribers, you want to broadcast this to your subscribers, right, whenever this launch content 1 is available. So let's say that the release date is April 14 6, which means that the real release date is 6:05, because I said earlier that you need to create a 5 minutes buffer, so you minus 5 minutes, which becomes 6 a.m. here. So you want at this time at 6 a.m. you want to create an autoresponder broadcast to your subscribers. Of course, you can schedule it. You don't have to wait until 6 a.m. before you broadcast it to your list. You can schedule it because most autoresponders and have that feature. You can pre-schedule a broadcast to be sent at a specified date and time. Okay, so you want to schedule a broadcast on this date, on April 14, 2011, 6 a.m. and within that broadcast you would say that, hey, dear subscriber, thank you for signing up to my list. You can view the pre-launch content here, and you give them this link. Okay, and make sure that this broadcast goes out on the same time as your release date at 6 a.m. So at 6 a.m. or maybe a little bit later, they will get your email, and they can click this link, and they will be able to view the content because it's already released, when in fact your real launch actually takes place at 6:05. Remember this one? Real launch takes place at 6:05, but you release it at 6 a.m. and you schedule your broadcast to be sent on 6 a.m. as well. Okay, on the text user manual, I actually give you a tip. Okay, it says here, once you have specified the release dates, okay, go to your autoresponder account and schedule a broadcast to be sent at the same time as your release dates, so that your subscribers are notified as your launch content becomes available. Okay, so now let's try to see to use this link and see what this looks like. Okay, since the server time is now, let me refresh this page. Okay, server time is 5:20, so that means that if I want to view this product launch content 1, I have to have already, the release date has to be earlier than 5:20, right? So I put it, let's say 5 o'clock, I click April 13, I click save settings, okay, and then I click save changes, and I copy this link here, which is the link that your subscribers are going to get. I paste it here. Okay, there you go. Okay, product launch content 1, which is this one, product launch content 1. Okay, product launch content 1. Now let's see product launch content 2. Let's say that its release date is April 15, so it's not yet released yet, and I try to view product launch content 2 even if I knew the URL, let's say. Okay, so I know the URL is this one, so I try to view this page, right? If you can see the on the bottom left of the screen, is the URL is there. I click view page. Okay, it's going to redirect me to product launch content 1 because this content is not yet released. Okay, so even if your subscriber knows the direct link, they won't be able to access it because Profit Team will redirect the visitors to the most current release content, which is content launch content 1. Okay, the most current released content. Okay, and again, if you want to remove one of these pages from your launch sequence, you can simply click Control on your computer, click, and then click remove launch pages, and all of them will be removed. Okay, if you want to add launch pages, click Control on your keyboard, click the pages that you want to add. Right, squeeze page is typically not inside your launch sequence, so you click add launch pages. Alright, again, make sure that every time you update your settings, you have to click save changes. Okay, now one last note I want to show you. Okay, okay, because just now I have removed these pages, and so it's going to go back to the default settings. Okay, so launch content number 1, as you saw just now, is this page here, right? This page here. So you might be wondering, where does the title, like here is video 1 and this video image, where does it show up on the squeeze page, or sorry, on the product launch content landing page? Okay, well, to do that, you have to go into this page, which is the here is video 1. You click the edit page. Okay, and the product launch pages are created or controlled using the PT landing layout settings, landing page layout settings. You click this arrow to toggle, and you need to include the launch funnel element. You drag